Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I wanted to always tell people, as I've been telling people before, when you feel hopeless, just keep trying, and you never know what's possible. When the internet got cut off and the whole data thing happened with my phone, to basically where I didn't have any data or any way to reach out and could only send text messages, I forgot that I had a satellite. So I connected the satellite to the Roku TV, and lo and behold, there was an option for a component for satellite, and so I got a bunch of channels, and so I've been watching satellite TV. Um, but apparently, there's been another attempt on Trump and a whole bunch of other stuff going on. Elon Musk just texted something talking about attempts on other people's lives. And I just want you guys to see the irony of all this, how some people and certain people can do certain things while other people, it's just like a walk in the, they can't do anything. It's like some people could just walk in the park and other people have to go through 10 cages of security just to say simple things. And I don't appreciate that. And those types of things are changing. And I actually found a loophole. I figured out a way to be able to upload videos, and so it'll take a little bit more time and energy, but until I come up and I'm able to pay this $63 phone bill, it's going to be like that for a while. But that's why I told people about never giving up. There may always be a way. You just got to figure it out. And so, of course, I have a lot of positives in life, but as I've told you all, they've tried to financially take me out, so to speak. But, that's what different pillars in one's life is, having a way to search for other possibilities. Uh, so I actually find it comforting being away from the media for a while, because just going back and seeing all the stuff that's going on, Andrew Tate tweeting the stuff about the N word and all this other stuff, I just trying to tell people, you know what I mean? Some people I don't think have the right common sense and awareness, and it's getting out there because of social media. Um, I just want to let people know also that, humanity is like a family. And when we begin to come together and stop hating each other, because the things that were said about these Haitian immigrants is setting off a wildfire, it seems like, within the virtual world and the real world. And that's what I'm trying to get people to avoid, you know what I mean? Saying certain things like that, which causes a firestorm amongst the people. And something else I'd like to tell people, a little bit of positivity. Me and my ex been working on some things, and we've been figuring some things out. She's come over a couple times to help me with a couple of things. We still been going through some things, but just a lot of random stuff been happening in her life that seems like wild. And the interesting thing is, I noticed it was 3 days when I was off the media, and in those 3 days, a lot had happened. I had no idea this happened with Trump, and that Elon was texting stuff like this. I guess now even the newest thing, Trump tweeted that he hates Taylor Swift. I'm telling you all the backlash these things have when you have certain amounts of power in the media. So something else I thought was hilarious, Sneeko and I guess Andrew Tate are going head to head. And now Sneeko's advocating for the Haitians. And, this guy, Rashad Crenshaw made a good point. And somebody asked me about podcasters lately. Him and Danita Smith are good podcasters. But Sneeko was talking all this stuff and joining with Islam and just talking all this mess. Talked about this in another video. This man was talking all this mess. Then when they actually met supremacists, they started to realize, oh, African Americans aren't as bad. And I told y'all, when it comes to supremacy, there's no end to that foolishness. A lot of these Caucasians don't like European Caucasians. I'm telling you they don't. When I was growing up, people from England, people from Italy and other European nations were getting treated like garbage too. Not as bad as Africans and African Americans, but still. And that's why I got on my beginning, when my friend asked me, how can I still mix with these people and stuff like that? It's because you guys don't understand. That stuff doesn't end. One day the African Americans, you know what I've seen in the African American community? When sometimes women are light skinned and have long hair, we always show black and white, but I'm telling you the buffoonery that mixed people and light skinned people and other different random people have to deal with. When people, I've seen a lot of African Americans pass as Caucasian, and there's videos and movies talking about this. But then it's still, there's some light skinned African Americans, and they're in the African American community, they get ridiculed sometimes. But then you have African Americans who covet after it. I'm telling you, racism and hatred has no end. And so once we start to break these barriers and learn to love each other and love ourselves, I am who I am peace and love, then we can start to understand the world for what it is and truly enjoy the world. And so, that's why I'm trying to teach as many people as I can in these videos about peace and love and about the source of a lot of this hatred and anger. And so, I'm thankful for everybody in the world who are loving and kind and who try to help people who are down and who try to, make the world just a better place. That's why I tell people in my videos also, I don't teach people to just be tree huggers. You know what I mean? I teach people discernment and to be wise. Because, my girl, she came up to me and she was complaining about her. She wasn't complaining about her mom, but they were getting into it, with parents and kids. That's how it goes. No matter how old we get, I think it's funny because, even with me, 35, dealing with my mom. And so, um, she was like, "You're not gonna vote for Kamala, are you? And you're gonna vote for Trump, aren't you? And look at all this bad's happening because of Kamala and Biden." And I was just listening to her complain and talk about it, and I was like, "Man, parents just don't understand." Do do do. But hold on. But yeah, I'm his pawpaw. But I just want people to understand that there's love everywhere. I call him the Great Panther. Flash the Fur Columbus, always discovering skippity paps. He always wants to fight all the time. He's funny. But anyways, no, yeah, like I was saying, and I try to get people to understand in my videos. A lot of people will see me talking about like the Jewish community and stuff. First of all, to be Jewish, I'm telling you all what these words mean. And so Jew just means circumcision of the heart. That's what I'm trying to tell anybody that knows about the story is of the word and spirit. It's just how we treat the word and spirit. I'm telling y'all, a lot of times we are beating it up. And so when I say the Greeks and the Romans, if you guys look at Christianity and Catholicism and different things of that nature and Babylonian, what's happening is people are creating subsections of humans and creating fiery groups because of it and then accusing people and attacking them. And, the point of a lot of these religions is to love your brethren and love each other. But, I'm saying all the time people are trying to fight and bicker and just do all type of foolishness. So I'm trying to get people to understand that, it's good to have your own culture and stuff like that, but it's when you esteem your culture to be higher than anybody else's and when people are attacked because of it. Like Trump could say, feed the homeless, help everybody, blah, blah, blah. Why doesn't he say stuff like that? You see what I'm saying? It's like always fiery things. Even the Democrats, they can be sneaky sometimes, you know what I mean? And they pretend like they care while being rich. And it's like, no, that's enough of that. I'm done with that. I'm sick of it. And we need to help everybody and come together and learn and grow. And so, all the stuff that's happening in the news with the 3 days I've been out, I've been telling people and warning people about stuff. But, hopefully people can understand that peace and love, if that isn't the king and if that doesn't win, then so, even Elon, I'm surprised he's tweeting stuff like this. Like I guess I guess I'm not surprised, but I am. I share Rashad Crenshaw with the data I do have. I share one of his videos just recently, and with him and Sneeko are saying and doing, it's just like, what the, like, I can't. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's just like a whole bunch of. So, I just hope the world can slowly change, become a better place. I know the world is about to change, become a better place. And I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful for all the riches and love and everything that I will acquire and that all the things that will be returned to who I am, returned to me. And I am thankful for beautiful witnesses like Juannie and Yanez. I keep looking at Yanez and Yanni's or Giannis, whatever his name was, and it's my name, Juannie, Yanez. But if you really pay attention to it, it's Juannie. So, yeah, that's wild, you know what I mean? So, I'm thankful for all the beautiful gifts I will be given and all the gifts I have been given. And I'm thankful for all of the amazing things that will happen for the different poor communities and starving and hungry and homeless. And I'm thankful for that. That these communities, especially the Pope, who is putting on a show, but really needs to change the world, him and the Vatican and all his associations and associates. Because it's cool to learn about history and blah, 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 but no, we need to learn about the present and fix the present for the future. And then life can be a beautiful present. Life can be paradise. So that's why I tell people to just be relaxed, be be a good person, be calm, enjoy what you have, enjoy the beautiful things you have. Because, as many promises I have with my girl, you know what I mean? She helped me do my laundry today and took me and do that stuff. And then my mama, you know what I mean? She's still been helping me and doing what she can. They argue and fight a lot, my goodness. But, I think it's because, as a mom, you never want to see your kids leave you do, but you know what I mean? And then as a girl, it's like, your mother doesn't rule us and I'm the new queen and blah, blah. It's like, oh my goodness. So, it's just, I guess men can feel the same way, but we just hide our emotions a lot. And when we don't, it seems like there's a lot of explosions, but that will ensue. Men need to get in touch with their, when I say things like get in touch with their nature and their softer side and kinder side, I'm not talking about cross dressing and twirling around. I mean, whatever. I'm not finna attack people, but what I'm saying is be kinder, man. You know what I'm saying? This whole drink and whiskey, you're getting drunk. Hennessy is the name of the guy and one of the architects of IBM who was fun to operate paper clipping off. Anyways, it's just interesting. the You know what I mean? So when people start to listen to the person bringing the truth and try to help y'all understand that there's a new architect and I am who I am, and the buffoonery will end, if that makes sense. Kicking it old school. Except like Naya, like Neo, Giannis, Juannie, new. So that probably won't make sense to a lot of people, but it probably will if you watch my videos and begin to learn and understand. Anybody want to help donate to a brother, African American teachings, African American wisdom and logic, Cash App, capital J, but then lowercase J or number sign JAYBEE, capital A, capital J, number 6. And PayPal, the same thing, JAYBEE, capital A, capital J, 6. But it's an at instead of a number sign. I don't know. But anyways, you know what I mean? If you want to help support a young brother, help me get back on my feet, perhaps help with the phone bill or whatever, I'm going to go apply at another place tomorrow. They said they didn't have any applications out of nowhere, but because they're only paper. So I'll try back again tomorrow. But yeah. So, racism is ending. It will be destroyed and ended. Hatred and sexism and fascism and anti-gay and all that will be ended. It's just hatred and hate speech. People need to wake up and grow up, and we need to begin to act like adults and stop behaving like children. So I tell people a lot of times. So I'm just thankful for I'm thankful for the capabilities of a beautiful life, and I'm trying my hardest, and I'm manifesting beauty and trying to make things as positive as possible. So protect the children, give life to the children, protect the future, protect us now. I am thankful for the powers that protect and not the powers that be, that enslave and corporatize and harm people. And so I'm hoping America can reform its value system of its dollar. I'm hoping they can battle inflation without being greedy and foolish. And if you guys pay attention, like, look, Mr. Beast gives out money and he's loved. Look how many subscribers. He's like, I'm not saying do that for fame and stuff, but I'm saying if the rich would start to do that and help people and make soup kitchens and homeless shelters and if y'all would chill on some of these laws and taxation and all this other stuff and chill on the prison systems and all this buffoonery when dealing with and one thing I noticed, I told y'all the crime rate, 70% of the crime was done by Caucasians 2019, and after COVID they stopped putting the statistics, right? You wouldn't believe the new statistics. So, but when I'm watching cops, it's all African American and people of color assailants. They, you know what I'm saying? So I'm tired of this foolishness. It ends here. And we need the truth. And we need for people to stop fear mongering against people of color and immigrants. Because it's not going to end. One day, even if I told y'all if it was Caucasians, then you see what this dude did from the past, the black hair. He's like, oh no, blonde hair, blue eyes, right. You see what I'm telling y'all? It doesn't end. So then what happens when they're attacking people with brown hair and dark eyes? I'm trying to warn y'all. So this dude Rashad Crenshaw said, when people from Hawaii start pulling up on you, I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh, bro. I don't mean to joke about certain stuff, but that was fucking hilarious. That was with people from Hawaii. But remember Ohana, nobody gets left behind or forgotten. A little phrase from Lilo and Stitch. But yeah, man, like Simba, remember. You know what I mean? I try to tell people remember. And the thing about art, I'm seeing a lot of people say, there's no more art, there's no more art. Interesting. You guys were complaining about AI and art, and now there's no more art. Trying to tell y'all, man, like, if I was to tell y'all, imagine imagine a world where something that we was complaining about eventually harmed us, but we didn't know how. And that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. When you become more accepting and loving and open up, then new things can be manifested and new things can come forward. But when we are constantly stuck with the whole hate rhetoric and the food, even the four founding fathers were slave owners, man. We have to break away from our generational curses and move forward and learn to love each other and do for the greater good and, you know, do that which is right. So I'm going to go for a little hike, perhaps in the morning or tonight, and try to post this. But like I said, if you want to help a young brother out, if you want to break this curse and stop continually just building for the Caucasian systems and actually help people of color and help somebody who is trying to help y'all and has literally almost lost everything, trying to help free y'all from this Nazi-like system, then go ahead and donate a little bit. I said donate to the poor, now I'm poor. So if y'all would like to, go ahead. If not, whatever. Y'all will probably see a bunch of, you guys will notice in these last 3 years, the system is totally turning on itself and a whole bunch of truth is coming out and the people of color can actually be freed. I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to help people the best of I can. JB, JB6, or Juannie Bruce Jr., you feel me? Or Duke Jr.